Welcome, Passionals. Let's get to know my dad, Chef Matt.
Welcome to Cruising with Chef Matt. As you can see, I have a special guest. It's my son. BHud has last year in first grade got diagnosed with dyslexia, and he's so proud of his reading that he wanted to do this. Asked his mom to help him write questions. So I just found out what our segment's going to be today. Like what you see, make sure you hit the subscribe and like button.
Were you always a chef?
No, I wasn't. I was offered to go to culinary school after high school, and I didn't want to do it because I felt that it was being somebody's servant. Instead, I went to go work on Wall Street at 19. I started at Bear Stearns, and then I worked for a few brokerage firms to try to become a stockbroker and sold insurance. Met a famous chef and decided that there was no shame in being a chef, and decided to go to culinary school.
Have you ever worked with any famous chefs?
Yes, I did. My first chef, Matthew Kenny, was Food and Wine's Best New Chef in 1994, and he gave me my first start in a kitchen. In culinary school, I had Ann Burrell. It was her first week teaching at my school, and it was Daddy's first week at culinary school, and she was our teacher for the first week. And I worked for her Chef Robert Irvine in Caesars, and I worked at some famous restaurants in New York City too with other famous chefs. And of course, I was on Hell's Kitchen with Gordon Ramsay.
Is your favorite thing to cook?
For you, buddy, anything you want. I really love cooking Mediterranean food. It covers a lot of areas in the Mediterranean, like France, Italy, covers North Africa, like Morocco and Greece, and some of the Middle East. And I love the flavors of Mediterranean food. But I also love cooking anything from around the world.
Is your favorite thing to eat?
See how big Daddy is? I like eating everything. That's a hard one. My favorite thing to eat is lobster and anything that comes out of the ocean. It's actually my favorite thing. I love seafood and I love fish. As far as countries, right now I really love eating Indian food with you. I really enjoy the flavors and the spices. I love watching you eat it too, because most people don't like eating it. And you got a pretty good palate there, kid, except for some reason you don't like macaroni and cheese. And you don't like grilled cheese.
Why do you like cruising?
I love cruising. I find it to be very relaxing being out in the ocean. You also get to see many places, depending on how long your cruise is for. Like our last cruise, we went to 3 different islands and had some days at sea. That's fun. And we met a lot of people, didn't we? It's great. You get to meet a lot of people, and the food was really good. So that's enjoyable. And did you have fun at camp on the ship? And going down the water slides together?
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot to do on a cruise ship, and I don't think you need to be a swimmer to go on a cruise ship. And I think everyone should go cruising, or at least experience once to go. What do you think?
Yeah. It's so fun on them, and you can make friends, like we did. What is your favorite thing on a cruise ship?
That's a hard one to answer. There's so many things to like on a cruise ship. Number one, I love having a balcony room to sit out on the balcony in all points of the day, especially nighttime when the moon's just hitting the ocean and you're in the middle of nowhere. Or if there's a storm in the distance, like the video that I have that I took on our last vacation. I enjoy the cruise directors. I think Carnival really has great cruise directors. I've also been on NCL. They're okay. I like going for a massage on a cruise ship. and I loved eating at all the various restaurants, and really had a great time on your birthday on a cruise ship when they sang to you in every language. That was awesome.
What is your favorite things to eat on a cruise ship?
I think my favorite thing to eat on a cruise ship is the same thing that you love eating, escargot. And I really enjoyed the chef tasting that we had on your birthday. I thought it was great because the chef was from Goa, part of India, and he brought out food from his part of India, from Goa. We had shrimp, some homemade naan bread. We had something the rest of the dining room wasn't getting.
Is your favorite cruise memory?
My favorite cruise memory is actually with you. I loved because we drove down to Florida, and when we got to port, seeing your face, seeing all the ships docked, and getting on board the ship with you, and how excited you were to be able to make those memories with you. Hey, cruisers, if you like what you're seeing, please hit that subscribe button, and you don't want to miss the last question, as well as you don't want to miss the next episode. I'm doing something really special.
What do you like to do if you aren't cooking or cruising?
Come on, man. You know what I like to do when I'm not cooking or cruising, and it's not sleeping. I love going to the arcades with you, Dave and Buster's, Round 1. I have a blast doing that. And you, with all the YouTube channels, you keep me pretty busy. So, and taking you to sporting events. Hey, by the way, I can't wait. We're going on another cruise on one of the largest ships in Carnival's fleet. What are you looking forward to the most on it?
The roller coaster.
Awesome, man. So am I.
Hope you liked spending time with my dad as much as I do. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and keep cruising.